The weekend obviously isn't. And Greg, what stands out for both of these rosters is that they both feature top-tier athleticism.
And Kevin, that bodes well for us, right? There's a lot of speed, some great athleticism. I'm sure we're going to get some highlight reel plays tonight.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward position. Last outing for the Pistons, it was a loss to Washington. Dort misses. Now Hardaway. Pass to Duren. Now Thompson. Harris with it. 6 on the shot clock. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And through hard work, this has become Harris's bread and butter. A knockdown shooter off the catch.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that bad boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town, and those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the bad boys.
Here's Dort, following the basket by Cade Cunningham.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff for a minute. We talked about the matchup problems that Chet Holmgren presents. He said defensively, Chet can warp the inside of the paint. And at the other end, he's going to drag his matchup out to the three-point line. That's what makes this 7-footer such a special player. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. That's good from Harris.
He's just one of those veterans you can count on from the line. Harris really makes an impact from the stripe.
And Harris drops them both.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Dort. Holmgren wide open. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Thompson outside. Back to Cunningham. Harris a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Detroit, no good that time either. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with the bounce pass. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Covered by Cunningham. And there's another one for the Thunder.
And a steady presence out there. Gilgeous-Alexander keeps his cool when the shot clock's running down.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Detroit making a switch here. Beasley's checked in. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is shaping up. You take a look at the Pistons. They're trying to get in the playoffs here. If they stay the course, they will.
And I think for the Pistons, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
Well, sometimes those teams that are on the edge can be the most dangerous. They play like they have something to prove.
Pass to Harris. Outside Hardaway. Cunningham outside. Banked in off the glass. Cunningham's got his second basket of the night.
Cunningham is not shy about mixing it up down low. He's got a great feel around the rim.
Coach, it didn't take long for Cade Cunningham to establish himself as the leader of this team.
Well, Kevin, he's very mature for his age. He was put in a position with all young guys around him, so he had to step up. And I've never heard Cade Cunningham blame anyone else for the team's struggles. He's got everything you could want in a team leader. Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Here's Dort. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. They trail by one. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, you know they wanted a few of those plays back. What a tough way to go out in that one.
Yeah, it's often a game of very slim margins, and those close losses somehow sting even more.
That's good from Harris. Here at the end of the season in our sights now, Stan, how much of a toll does a regular season take on the coach?
Well, Kevin, the big thing is you just don't sleep a lot because you're running on adrenaline and your mind is always going, looking for more and more answers, so it can be exhausting mentally.
And Harris drops them both. 1:58 left to play in the first. Williams against Stewart. Good work there as it goes. Here's Schroeder, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Wiggins against Harris. 1:29 left in the first quarter of the game. Comes up empty down low. Here's Wiggins. It's hauled in by Stewart. The Pistons trail it. Harris inside the line. That's in. He's got two made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Stewart against Williams. Caruso sets the screen for Williams. From outside, off the mark.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Beasley with the screen on Caruso. Duran finds Beasley. Schroeder, left side. Shot clock at 5. Duran, it's good on the putback.
Well, positioning and size win Duran the offensive rebound, which he then cashes in on.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Caruso. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
First trip to the line for him here.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
The free throw drops for Caruso.
Well, as the younger generation would say, Alex Caruso has that dog in him. He's a tenacious player on both sides of the ball and is constantly looking for ways to affect the game.
Holland, he's checked in for Detroit. Thompson comes in for Tobias Harris. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Gilgeous Alexander's checked in. And so Caruso nails both of them. Pistons have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Schroeder outside. From deep three-point land. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Pistons on top. They're up by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, looking at what you've seen so far from the Pistons, what do you think?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
All right, and now you want to see them sustain this relentlessness for the entire game because it's clearly paying off.
Oklahoma City trailer. Isaiah Stewart out there with Holland. Then it's Malik Beasley. Then it's Asar Thompson. And it's Schroeder in at the 1. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. Pass to Stewart. Now here's Beasley. Schroeder with the ball. He has yet to score. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Beasley. Schroeder passes to Holland. Beasley for 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Here's Wallace. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pistons leading by 4. Pass to Schroeder. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Hollins kicks to Beasley. Shot clock at 6. Here's Holland, covered by Wiggins. Holland, no good.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Williams sets a screen for Gilgeous Alexander. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Asar Thompson. Stan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there's so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double-team him, send a second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
That's right.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder. Just an all-around terrific basketball player.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. With a break in the action, let's bring up the real stats, real scores from the real NBA and look at the league's top scorers over the past 10 games. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, number 1. And, of course, Cade Cunningham.
These two guys are really enjoying themselves right now. It's been a scoring spree for both.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Beasley kicks it over to Schroeder. Beasley with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. from 12 feet out. And it's Schroeder missing. Oklahoma City's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Lets it go from 11. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got it all tied up now for the Thunder. Schroeder looking over the floor. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so Caruso will bring up the ball for the Thunder. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Wiggins, a screen on Beasley. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Drains the three-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 3 now for the Thunder. The Pistons have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an elite scorer. Coach Mark Daigneault said the sign of a good player is being a source of reliable offense. At the same time, he's learned to impact the game in other ways, and that's why he's a really good player. He's not just a hired gun scorer. Kevin?
Totally agree, D.A. He is a franchise cornerstone type of guy. And we thank you for the report. Now, here's George. Following the miss by Malik Beasley. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. A three-pointer. Wiggins. Holland with the rebound. Pistons trailed by 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Beasley. Just 5 to shoot. Stewart with the screen on George. Beasley for 3.
That is a textbook block out to secure the rebound.
Caruso against Schroeder. The 3. They get it back. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's tightly guarded. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Pass to Holland. Now, Stewart. Now a chance to examine the rebounding numbers over the past months for Cade Cunningham.
In the last few months, the rebounding has sort of taken a bit of a dive for him. And a lot of factors could be the cause, but it's a trend that coach would probably like to see him reverse.
And he makes the first.
A 2020 first-round pick. Isaiah Stewart is a load at 6'8", 250. Is very intense. He's a guy you want on your side.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Tobias Harris is checked in for Holland. Thompson comes in for Fontecchio. Hardaway's checked in for Malik Beasley. And it's Cunningham in for Dennis Schroeder. No good on the second free throw. It's so easy, Coach, to highlight the athleticism, but there's certainly a mental aspect to the game as well. And I know you value that as a coach.
You can never, Kevin, overestimate how important intelligence is. I was in the NBA, or have been around the NBA for 30 years, and I have never seen one really good player who wasn't really smart.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Isaiah Stewart. This break gives us a chance to see the league's best fast break teams in the second half of the season. They've really ramped up the energy. The Pistons, number 1.
You know, the NBA season is a marathon, but the way they played since the break, man, they're running a sprint. How about that transition offense?
Now here is Harris. 14 points from him the last game against Washington.
Yeah, and I thought he was locked in defensively. I think he had like 3 steals on the night.
On the wing, Thompson. He's guarded by Williams. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
Hartenstein with the screen on Thompson. Here's Williams. Pass to Hartenstein. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Williams. Nails the 16-footer. Now it's a 7-point Thunder lead.
Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking the shot.
Now here's Durham. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Washington.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Holmgren finds Wallace. Williams outside. They get it again. Pass to Wallace. Now Hartenstein. Defended by Duran. And another shot. Oh, that's blocked. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thunder out in front. They finish off the second quarter on a 12-4 run. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
Fairly easy stretch for them. Could even have some blowouts, allowing them to rest their stars a little bit.
That would be their best case scenario, but then again, best laid plans. And let's turn our attention to tonight's game. The Thunder find themselves in a real battle.
Playing well on the road can be very difficult. They're doing a good job despite the challenges.
Away from home, they aren't letting the crowd get into their heads. In fact, they've looked comfortable at times. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We've seen a tremendous game from Harris.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Oklahoma City leading by 4. Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3.
And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still growing. He's still capable of doing more on the floor. And he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor.
Oklahoma City shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Dort. Harris against Holmgren. To the paint. Clock at 2. Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Tries yet again, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul. You coach Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
And Mark Dagnall calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Some of the great passing small forwards in the NBA on your screen right now. These are the assist leaders at that position in the past month. Second, Jalen Williams.
The passes we've seen some of these guys make from the wing, just outstanding, truly gifted distributors.
Yeah, you can't teach the kind of vision that they have. Natural instinct to read the floor and find the open guy that they all possess. He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
And Duran slams it in.
Well, as a lob partner, Duran's exactly what you want. He really goes and gets it.
Outside Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Cunningham. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, and after making just one triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half. Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Here's Williams, and the layup's good off the glass. Williams has got his third bucket of the night.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Pass to Hardaway. Back to Cunningham. Hardaway is screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Really left alone that time. Cunningham's got 6 points.
Yeah, that's a shot that Cunningham is very comfortable with. No problem with the mid-range.
Williams inside, working on Thompson. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Hartenstein against Duran. Beyond the arc. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. All right, a chance to check out stats for Cade Cunningham.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Malik Beasley comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Cunningham. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Alex Caruso, who's checked in for Chet Holmgren. Beasley for 3. The Thunder pull it in.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Williams kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Schroeder.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection. Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
The Thunder shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Stewart checked in for Thompson.
One shot.
And that one falls for Williams. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Gilgeous-Alexander. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run, averaging around 35 a clip, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And with the ball in his hands, he is an outstanding distributor.
Well, he is so unselfish. That's why guys love playing alongside him.
Now Williams following Tobias Harris's three-point attempt. Harris against Caruso. Outside, Dort. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Beasley up top, defended by Dort. Beasley kicks it over to Schroeder. Harris passes to Stewart. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Well, a little physicality just isn't enough to stop a big guy like Isaiah Stewart inside.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with the screen on Schroeder. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Schroeder finds Harris. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. No good from Beasley.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And the shot goes in.
And the move and the basket, SGA has the defense shook.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Duran. Here's Harris. Shoots over Caruso. Harris's shot is off. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded by Schroeder. The shot misses. The third quarter comes to a close. Thunder lead by 5. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Malik Beasley out there with Marcus Sasser. Then it's Simone Fontecchio. Then there's Holland. And it's Stewart in at the 5, patrolling the paint. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Now here's Wiggins. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Plays it up off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 5.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Here's Sasser. Pass to Stewart. To the left wing. Beasley outside. Hands it from downtown.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Now here's Wallace. Shoots the 3. Beasley with the rebound. And Beasley has the ball here for the Pistons. Pass to Sasser. Here's Holland. Back to Sasser. Beasley for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Caruso kicks to Gilgeous Alexander. It's hauled in by Stewart. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. To tie it up. No good from Beasley. The Thunder with the lead. And here is Caruso. Outside, Gilgeous Alexander. Teardrop shot. Beasley with the rebound. Beasley's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Sasser. Stewart with a screen on Gilgeous Alexander. That puts them in the lead. Sasser's got himself on the board with 3 there. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And, guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there, and a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Chet Holmgren comes in for Aaron Wiggins. Jalen Williams is checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Wallace. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, guys, during the last break, here's what Mark Daigneault was telling his team. He told the players, you guys are too talented to be playing this lackadaisical. Push the ball up the floor, get out on the break, and get to the fast break. Guys, we'll see if they can get it done.
Thanks, David. Bounce pass from Cunningham. And Harris wide open. He shoots off target from outside. Here's Dort. And the layup falls. And now it's a 3-point Thunder lead.
What a shot by Dort, keeping his cool and finding his team a bucket.
Hardaway for 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. Dort kicks to Holmgren. Outside Williams. Pass to Gilgeous Alexander. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. The shot by Williams, no good. Pistons trailed by 3. Harris misses. Gilgeous Alexander surveying the D. Here's Hartenstein. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Jalen Durham. Misses for Hartenstein. Detroit's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Thompson dishes to Cunningham. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Gilgeous Alexander. Dort against Harris. And here's Gilgeous Alexander outside. Buries the long-range jumper. And it's an 8-point Thunder lead. Well, a huge bucket there to stifle the crowd.
Yeah, very little to cheer about for them at the moment.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Thompson kicks to Hardaway. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Cunningham against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. Hartenstein with it. Back to Williams. Over Thompson. Williams can't get it to go. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. 8-point game. During the pass to Harris. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Now Hardaway for the three. Detroit, no good that time either. So we see the Thunder get the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
If you're looking for a party this Saturday night, we're bringing you one. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And in that March stretch, some interesting things going on in the East. You look at the Pacers, they've been grinding out enough wins to place fourth in the conference right now. And, of course, there's the Bucks. They're currently tied.
I think for the Bucks, they've stayed within arm's length of the conference leaders. That in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
A look at Indiana's starting group. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Nesmith in at the small forward position. And for the Bucks, inside we have Giannis and Lopez. Prince is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. Well, this last stretch of the season could be the final NBA games for some of the aging stars in the league. Grant, when did you know it was time?
Well, you know, B.A., I made it 19 years in the league. And at 40 years old, I was kind of happy to be done. But I hope that all the guys retiring this year have the same closure I had.
Now here's Kuzma. Back to Antetokounmpo. For 3, here's Lillard. The Pacers pull it in. Last time they met was in Indianapolis.
Last time these teams met, it came down to the wire. The bench play in that game was the difference.
It sure did, and they got a lot of scoring from their bench, and I think that really was the crucial difference.
And here's Milwaukee now, following the bucket by the Pacers. Lopez, the screen on Halliburton. Antetokounmpo outside. Just 5 to shoot. Kuzma outside. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Halliburton. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Nesmith passes to Halliburton. Over Lillard. Again, Halliburton missing. Milwaukee has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Now here's Halliburton. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, in the way the game is played in this day and age, it really is beneficial to have a big man who can stroke it from deep, and Turner is definitely of that ilk.
Here's Prince, taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game, and that one's good. Lillard.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Turner. Pass to Nesmith. Halliburton outside. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
Very good composure and control that time by Halliburton, not allowing that physical defense to affect his shot at all.
And it's Lillard with the ball for Milwaukee. They trail by 1. Coming into this, having notched to win against the Lakers in their last game.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
Yeah, sometimes I think the 6'9" length of Siakam surprises opponents. He's able to go through or over contact.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. Nesmith's shot is off. Bucks trail by 3. Here's Kuzma. The rebound by Tyrese Halliburton.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Pass to Nesmith. Here's Turner. Launches a 3. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Really like it when Turner squares up from outside because he's got a sweet stroke, and because of his size, hard for defenders to get to the shot, and it also stretches the floor, which is good for his team.
Here's Prince. Still without a bucket. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
He could not find the mark from the free throw line in their last game.
Yeah, it wasn't his best performance at all from the stripe. He's got to put it behind him, and I know he'd like to immediate. I think it's been a struggle for him at the line. He's been scuffling this season. I mean, he's pretty well below the percentage that he shot a season ago, and not quite sure why.
First one falls for him. Well, Clark, we all continue to be amazed by Giannis. What do you like most about his game?
I just think his passion and energy and relentless effort, he gives it to you every time he steps between the line. You get the sense he's not taking any plays off, and he's trying his very best, and that's an endearing quality and something I've really admired about his game throughout his career.
That one misses.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him, an attitude of joy and unselfishness. They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
Here's Sims for 3. Here's Lillard. Drills it from deep. Lillard's got 9.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Siakam outside. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Damian Lillard picks one up. Well, the first 7.5 seasons of Pascal Siakam's career were in Toronto. But Clark, a fresh start here with the Pacers.
You know, it's great for the Indiana Pacers because Pascal Siakam wanted to be part of this group. He saw a nucleus of young talent that had a chance to be competitive in the East and chase a championship. So he signed a nice big contract this summer to remain a key contributor for them moving forward. Actually, he'll be the hub of the wheel along with Tyrese Halliburton.
And the free throw, no good. And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
Halliburton really dangerous now when he gets out in the open court. That's how you finish the break in transition.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Trent. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Trent's shot is off. Pacers leading by 6. McConnell with it, guarded by Antetokounmpo. To the inside. Outside Mathurin. Three-pointer, Halliburton. The rebound by Sims. Trent outside. Launches it. Sinks the tray.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. It's the Pacers. They're up by 3. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, let me get your thoughts on the Pacers and how they're playing so far.
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Bucks trail by 3. And the Pacers looking at who they've got. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Toppin. Then it's Tony Bradley. Then there's T.J. McConnell. And it's Halliburton in a 2-guard. Now here's Antetokounmpo. He picked up 24 points in their last win against the Lakers. Just 5 on the clock. Look at Giannis playing big inside against contact.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Halliburton on the wing. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Halliburton's got 8.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Porter, the pass to Green. Back to Porter. Inside. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. Well, Clark, this Bucks roster is loaded with veteran talent, but their window for another run won't last long.
No, those windows don't last forever, especially with so many young teams around the league on the ascent. The Bucks may want to take a page from them and give some of their younger players a chance to grow and contribute.
That one misses for Antetokounmpo. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
Now here's Halliburton. Give him 8 points now. Ooh, 2 physical points for Halliburton.
Halliburton's quickness and agility really makes him hard to deal with, especially when he's in close like that.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Excellent D there from Toppin. Pacers leading by 3. And here's Halliburton. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. For Indiana, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Pass to Halliburton. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. For 3. Yes! Tough points from Tyrese.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants to review the game plan. Milwaukee making some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Sims. And Prince is subbed in for Trent. Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Nembhard comes in for McConnell. To the middle. Porter against Halliburton. Here's Prince. He's scoreless. Pass to Porter. 5 to shoot. Outside, Green. And another miss by Milwaukee. And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Pacers. And Clark, a big part of Tyrese Halliburton's effectiveness, he is tall for a point guard.
Yeah, and you see that across the league, Brian. More and more teams making sure they get size on the perimeter. I mean, they're looking for length in the backcourt, and if you can find it in your point guard, that's even better. And Tyrese Halliburton, a poster guard for long, elite-level point guards. Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Now here's Halliburton. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. Off target with the 3.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, with the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers, experienced with star-laden rosters, he said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
Well, the burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie. And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And the Bucks with some changes. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Lillard subbed in for Porter Jr. Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Indiana. Nesmith comes in for Tyrese Halliburton. Now here's Nesmith. He had 16 in the win against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Nembhard, the pass to Turner. Nembhard outside. From outside the arc. Connects from downtown. And the Pacers lead by 7.
Hey, in today's NBA game, I think you have to stretch the floor if you're going to be competitive and give yourself the best chance to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
Now here's Kuzma. No made baskets yet. Lopez, the screen. It's Kuzma with the miss. Pacers leading by 7. Clark, one thing to note when you play the Bucks, they don't give up many offensive rebounds.
Yeah, that's exactly right, B.A. Against Milwaukee, your first shot in each possession is probably and likely going to be your last shot. Some teams don't even try for second chance opportunities against the Bucks. They're such a strong defensive rebounding team.
Here we go. Here's Nesmith. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
Lillard passes to Lopez. Here's Prince. For three, here's Lillard. Such a sweet stroke from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Brook Lopez.
And Turner's length causes defenses all kinds of problems. I mean, he really uses that length extremely well to draw fouls.
Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Turner can always wow you with a highlight play. But Clark, he's gotten better at the small things as well.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. He can shoot the three. He's always been an elite shot blocker from the day he stepped foot in the NBA. An excellent screener, but he has added small pieces to his total game in the little areas. Yeah, you know, he's become a solid big man in this league. Miles Turner understands his role and is starring in it and does a really good job, I think, playing to his strengths.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
First free throw is good.
And, you know, Lopez has such a likable personality and way about him. Just a good-spirited guy, and it's one of the reasons his teammates enjoy playing with him.
And Lopez drops them both.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Now here's Siakam. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Philadelphia. Over Kuzma. Indiana again missing. Now here's Lillard. He's guarded by Nembhard. Off target from three-point range. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Pacers. They lead by 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race.
I think for the Pacers, they've been just solid at times, and at other times they've been awesome. Fun team to watch when everything's in sync. Are they a true championship contender? We'll see.
All right, looking back now at that first half, we just saw some obstacles to overcome for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Guys taking shots for them, trying to do too much all at once. I think it's jamming up their flow.
Yeah, everyone has to have a role on the offensive end. Share the ball and trust your teammates.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Bucks trail by 5. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Prince. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Pass to Lillard. There's contact, but Lillard slips through.
Watch out now. Lillard is smoking and looking to score every time he touches it.
Halliburton, the pass to DeMar. Siakam outside from the arc. On target from range. Siakam's got 7 points in the game.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Here's Prince. No points so far. They get it again. Kuzma for 3. Parries it from 3.
The timing, the rhythm. Kuzma really does a nice job catching the defense off guard with those catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Now here's Halliburton. 13 points in the game. Pass to Nesmith. Halliburton outside. Clock at 6. With the floater. Oh, the sweet touch inside by Halliburton.
Halliburton's future is bright, and that's got so many folks excited because he can really play and fill it up.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
And they place in the top 5 in steals, using their length to get into passing lanes, using quick hands to frustrate the opponents.
And you brought up their number 2 assist ranking. Their attitude is that the offense has to involve everyone on the floor. The ball's always moving. No one standing around. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Antetokounmpo on the attack. It's rebounded by Indiana. Halliburton with the ball. From downtown, it's Milwaukee with a rebound. Lopez has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Antetokounmpo. Giannis muscling through.
You know, that's a nice little shot to have in your repertoire. Just a lovely touch on that little flob from Antetokounmpo.
Nesmith passes to Halliburton. Back to Nesmith. Fires from deep. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Kuzma outside. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Antetokounmpo is doubled. Banked it in off the glass. Now just a 1-point Indiana lead.
You know, this is where Giannis still does most of his damage. He has the size, athleticism, and shot repertoire to hurt you inside.
Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch.
A beast in the paint. Once Turner gets this kind of position, you almost have to whack him.
First free throw is good.
And, you know, because Turner is such a good free throw shooter for his position, defenses really can't send him to the line too often. He'll make them pay.
Green's checked in for Kuzma. And the Pacers also making a change. Matherin's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so Prince will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a three-point game. Outside, Green. Down low. Halliburton with some nice D. Indiana's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Matherin passes to Halliburton. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Clark, we hear a lot of talk about Halliburton's Supreme Court vision. Just how good is it?
I think it's phenomenal, B.A. To be the facilitator that he is, you've got to have an understanding of what you're trying to run, but also a feel for how to get people's shots and to adjust on the fly to what the defense is providing. And it's feel as much as it is skill, feeling where defenders are, feeling where your teammates are or might be. And that is a gift. And he's honed that in a way that's made him one of the top dime droppers in the league.
And both free throws good for Halliburton.
Halliburton has lots of skills you love to see from a young guard. Boy, I tell you what, he's got a bright future. Love watching this young man play.
It's Prince on the wing. He's guarded by Nembhard. And here's Green from the arc. He buries it from 3. Green's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Siakam looking it over. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got 7 rebounds in the game. Halliburton against Lillard. Pass to Green. Out to the right wing. 5 on the clock for the tie. Antetokounmpo. Out to Lillard for the lead. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
This guy is simply having a great game from outside.
For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. A minute 29 left in the third quarter. There's a screen by Turner. Matherin against Green. Here's Nembhard. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. It's Prince on the wing. 1:03 left in the third. Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by Halliburton. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. Indiana trailing here. Nembhard, right side. Siakam outside. Halliburton outside. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Matherin against Green. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Second shot opportunity. Indiana with a rebound. Halliburton finds Siakam to stop the drought. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. The Bucks on top. They lead by 1. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And the Pacers looking at who they've got. T.J. McConnell is out there with Tyrese Halliburton. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. Then there's Walker. And it's Toppin in at the center position.
That's where Toppin does most of his damage, and he's incredibly efficient down there.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Pacers.
Well, you know, in some circles, this is an unpopular point, but there can be value in taking the mid-range shot. This team is certainly proving that tonight.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is shooting from long distance. All game long, they've been finding openings at the perimeter.
You know, Obi Toppin is known as a high flyer for good reason. He's somebody that really goes after any chance he gets to throw it down. He's dunking it whenever he gets close to that rim.
Tight ball game coming down the stretch.
Yeah, with 7 lead changes thus far, this has been a thriller.
Halliburton, the pass to Mathurin. And here's Toppin. Outside Walker. Pass to Halliburton. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Green.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Look at Giannis go up and get it.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
Toppin finds Mathurin. Antetokounmpo with the block. Trent outside. Green, the pass to Sims. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Now Trent. Green with a screen on Halliburton. Trent from long range. Mathurin with a rebound.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Walker. McConnell against Trent. Indiana again missing.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. Walker pulls down the board. Pacers trail by 3. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Three-pointer. Halliburton gets the 3 to fall. Halliburton's got 20.
1 this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. And a new group getting ready for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Sims. Kuzma comes in for Green. Prince is checked in for Trent. And Lillard subbed in for Porter Jr. So Indiana going with an almost entire new group here. Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. Nesmith, he's checked in for Mathurin. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Siakam with a screen on Lillard. Halliburton looking for an opening. Turner inside, working on Lopez. Good work defensively by Lopez. Antetokounmpo inside. He's guarded by Nembhard. Got it. And now it's a 4-point Milwaukee lead. And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Pacers. Nembhard outside. Siakam outside. Pass to Nembhard from deep three-point range. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 15 rebounds here tonight. Lillard outside. Here's Lopez. Antetokounmpo outside. Antetokounmpo is doubled. Here's Kuzma, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo, and that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his third assist of the night. Siakam against Antetokounmpo. Looking to get it going. Fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Here's Prince. Lillard outside. Hits the three-pointer. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
You can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
Pass to Siakam. Halliburton outside. Against resistance, Halliburton gets it to go.
A terrific effort from Halliburton so far offensively. He's not holding anything back on that end of the floor.
Here's Kuzma. Another shot. Misses at the rim. Pacers trail by 7.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Oh, he nails it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
This is why this team turns to Siakam in big moments. They trust him to come through.
Now here's Lillard. Pass to Prince. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And an intentional foul right there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that increases the lead to 6. And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. There's 42 seconds left to play in the 4th. Halliburton up top, defended by Lillard. Halliburton misses. And now we've got an intentional foul.
break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Hey, certain guys just exude that it factor. Damian Lillard is a great player and a terrific leader.
And he hits both free throws here, and it's an 8-point ball game. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Siakam. Back to Halliburton. And here's Nembhard. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by Lopez. And here is Antetokounmpo. So Milwaukee wins it. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Giannis, that was a lockdown defensive effort. What sets you guys apart in that regard?
We just have that individual pride. Like, we don't want our guy to score on us, and at the end of the day, we know that somebody else going to have our back. So we just got to go out there, try to be active, try to get past lanes, try to rebound the ball. And we got a guy like Brook that is doing a great job, and he's helping everybody defensively.
That pride showed tonight. Congrats on the win.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. And we present the player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche Enabia, a celebration of the... Well, Richard, we've had the Big Three era, then the Super Team era. But what era do you think we're in right now?
Well, you still need at least one superstar to win it all. The teams are focusing more on surrounding their stars with high-quality role players instead of going all in on super teams.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. We've got Ball, Buzelis out there with Vucevic, then it's White, and it's Giddey in at the small forward. Vucevic a screen on Van Vliet. Ball no good. Brooks against Ball. Brooks the pass to Eason. That three off the mark. So for the Bulls, their last game, a win against the Nets. Pass to Giddey. Now Vucevic. No good on the shot. Great defense that time from Şengün. Giddey against Brooks. Green deciding where to go with it. And the 3 off target.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Count that bucket.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Here's Van Vliet, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Vucevic is screen on Brooks. From 12 feet out. Good on the jump shot.
And as a playmaker, Giddey has made huge strides learning how to create for himself and his teammates.
Pass to Şengün. To the inside. Here's Green. Green. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And a lot of that begins with effort. Putting in the work and closing out possession should make this a much more contested game.
Good on the three-point shot.
Love whenever Ball is assertive like this. This is how dangerous he can be on offense.
Hey, Greg, where do you think the Rockets are the strongest in their play?
I'd say on the glass. They generally do a good job crashing the boards and going for loose balls. They really value every possession.
Vucevic with the rebound.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Ball kicks to Giddey. Pass to Buzelis. Bulls moving the ball around. And here is Giddey. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach, Ime Udoka. Dealing with Lonzo Ball's playmaking was at the front of his mind. He told me Lonzo's a tremendous decision maker, so we've got to be quick to close off the passing lanes. We can't let him Ball's impact as a playmaker down to a minimum. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Outside, Ball. White setting the pick for Vucevic. Buzelis with the ball. Houston in the lead. Now Brooks coming in off a 12-point game his last outing, and he drops it in from the low post.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Here's Buzelis. Buries it from three-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Houston with a big group substitution here. Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Smith comes in for Tari Eason. Tate, he's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And it's Whitmore in for Fred. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Green. Tate against Vucevic. Outside, Green. Pass to Adams. Over Williams. And Adams with the basket on the assist by Green. Green against Jones. Wide, a screen on Green. Out to the right wing. Here's Vucevic. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Houston on top. They're up by 2. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They are playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Chicago trailing here. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Then there's Jayshawn Tate. Then it's Cam Whitmore. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Here's White. It's rebounded by Houston. They host the 76ers after this game. And Holiday has it in the corner. Lets the three fly. And it's White with the rebound.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Richard, the steady improvement of Kobe White certainly has been fun to watch.
It certainly has, Kevin. He's starting to put it all together now, and it can take multiple years. We all knew he could score, but now his passing and his rebounding have also improved.
Holiday finds Şengün. Şengün with the screen for Whitmore. Pass to Jones. 5 on the clock. A second chance effort. And he sinks the layup. And the Bulls lead by 2.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Now Şengün. Pass to Whitmore. Houston moving it around. 20 feet out. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Şengün. Here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been in a groove from the free throw line since the All-Star break. The Bulls in second.
They are really dialed in at the line, especially since the break. I mean, really shooting an impressive percentage from the line.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Tari Eason comes in for Tate. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Chicago. Here's Collins. The shot that time, not on target. Great defense that time from Şengün. Here's Whitmore. He's defended by Huerter. And here's VanVleet from the arc. Hits it from three-point range. VanVleet's got 8 points.
You could see it before the ball even got to him. VanVleet was locked and loaded, ready for that thing to fly.
Here's Jones. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And VanVleet picks one up. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Houston.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
No good on that one. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Good on the second free throw. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Pass to Eason. Jones against VanVleet. Now here's Green. Clock at 6. Puts up a 3. Tries again. And it's Şengün getting it to go. And the Rockets lead by 2.
Paying attention out there. Şengün able to insert himself and save that play.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. So for the Bulls, Vucevic checked in for Jalen Smith, and it's Lonzo Ball in for Jones. Houston on D. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Vucevic the pass to Herter. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Vucevic has got the game tied up here for the Bulls.
Getting physical on the glass and getting a bucket, that's what Vooch does.
With the floater, and it's Chicago with the rebound. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
It just seems like the defense wasn't interested. They got away with one.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. You talk about reputations, RJ. Few have one like Dylan Brooks.
I'll give it to this man. He is fearless. He doesn't care if it's Steph, LeBron, his mom, whoever. Dylan is trying to get in their heads. You want guys like that on your side.
Vucevic down low. Şengün covering, and it's Vucevic missing. Here's Van Vliet, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Now it's a 4-point Rocket lead.
Showing off his touch, Van Vliet making easy work. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. Looking for a breather, and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Smith checked in for the Rockets. And Chicago also making a switch. White's checked in.